Do you ever sit in your bed at night and worry that the ferryman is going to get you? Drink the King's Grape Kool-Aid and those dreams will go away.
The Jerry Monster.
What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zoo November, the Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything adventure radio and monster slaying. It is Shenanigan time. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, hold on just a second. I got a notification on my phone that said Ham Radio Adventure Guys live. I gotta go check out the stream.
Dude, I would go check that out. That's more important than this. But while you're going to do that, we will thank these guys right here because we know they're going to stay right here with me. They are the Patreons. They are absolutely awesome people. And hopefully I'll get more responses from them on what day this week we want to do the business call. So if you're watching this, which you better be because you're Patreon, let me know what y'all think. Also, big shout out to the YouTube members as well. People in the green in the chat, and some of them are blue for administrators. And then the ever-changing board. And speaking of ever-changing board, I'll tell you what, we had this thing done, and we got notification while we're back streaming, had to change it again. Thank you very much, Kent, for the off-stream donation. And Kilo Oscar 4, Bart Sniffing Zombie, you were in the top 5, and now you're not. Yeah, we were just sitting back stream, and it was just sitting there talking, and then the notification goes off. I was like, oh, damn, we got to change the board again.
That's right. Happy Sunday, everybody in the chat. Good to see the house filling up here. Larry, good to see you. November Lubba. And let's see, Billy Josh, Kilo 4 Lima India's in there. Grandpa Terry, Andy Cowley, Sherry, Keep Me Standing. Kilo 9 Alpha Echo, good to see you. Mike. Let's see who else we got. Sandy, hey, how you doing? And everybody else in the chat who's lurking but not typing. Happy Shenanigans Sunday.
That's right. Happy Shenanigans Sunday. And you have about 58 minutes left to earn your Support Your Parks Weekend certificate if you haven't done it already. Shame on you for not doing it already. But you got about 58 minutes. You can still earn it. But you better do it while you're watching the stream is all I'm saying.
That's right. I got mine, even though the bands were crap-tastic.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
It was definitely not the band conditions that I will tell you what. I'm glad because normally the summer Support Your Parks runs right along with that plaque event, and I'm really glad this wasn't a plaque event.
That would have been horrible.
That would have really been horrible.
I went out Saturday and looked for a spot on sideband on 20 meters, and it was just packed full on the spots page. I mean, there was not a spare 2 KC that I could slide into. So I said, we'll just run CW. And I said, I'm going to have fun too. because support your parks. I'm gonna do something out of the ordinary. Instead of running my KX2, I ran the 891 and bumped it up about 35, 40 watts. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna run some higher power CW and get us into some trouble here. Yeah, buddy, we're gonna get us some pileups going, just so I can feel my palms sweat because I'm so nervous. And about an hour later, I got 14 contacts. It was absolutely horrible, man.
So you see why in the intro I say, do you ever lay in bed and just have bad dreams about the Terry monster going to get you? Do you see why?
The Terry monster.
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you what. It's well,
It was wrong.
It's less than a month, and I'll be on the road with that monster again. Like,
Yeah.
do you know how stressful it is to have to keep your underwear in a locked suitcase on a trip?
You have to be careful though, because he does have the TSA key, so you can't use a TSA approved lock.
Oh,
We're not going to let the cat out of the bag here, but if you are a member of the A-Track Discord and you are going to Huntsville, find James's cabin, and you might, if there's any left, you might have some tasty treats there that you can snack upon.
and I'll have a nice cabin in Louisiana. So if you find my cabin in Louisiana,
That's right. That's right.
oh, funny stuff. Something else I'm not going to let out of the bag, but I'm going to let out a little teaser. So, because somebody asked about it on the last stream, they were asking about the people who got me on all states, and I have got all that compiled now, and I've decided I want to release the names on a video, but I will say there is 14 people that will be getting the 100 million all states on the road coin, and one person got me at every single part. So I'm going to release that video later this week. But if you are worried about whether you made it or not, you can send me a message and I'll tell you. But 14 people made it.
Hold the phone. We got a radio question on Shenanigans. I know this doesn't happen very often. Favorite portable CW paddle? For me, it's the Bamatech TP3. James,
See, you're saying portable. Portable's a big thing for me because everything I do is portable. So, are we talking favorite portable thing that I'm going to be sitting at a picnic table under a pavilion, or are we talking portable I'm hiking back in the woods? You answer that for me, and then I'll give you my answer.
How about both?
Okay, I'll just give you an answer for both. So if I'm packing all my gear out and stuff like that, and I'm just setting up at a picnic table or something like that, it's definitely my Bengali Traveler. Hands down, I love that key. It has actually wore out a CW cable now. I've got to order me a new cable, but because the cable is starting to, I don't know what it just started. The cable started going bad all of a sudden, probably from all the putting in and out of bags and stuff. But now, if you're talking about me hiking in and taking the small kit, it would be the Bengali Adventurer.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of cables going bad, so the actual cable itself, not the connector, correct?
I don't know.
Okay, so that's my main problem. Even though I love the key, don't get me wrong. My the CW Morris SP4, the N0SA design. It has a attached cable, and so you can't replace the cable. That's my main gripe about that key is if that cable breaks, Yeah.
It could be the connector on the cable. It probably is the connector actually, because here's what it does. I'll be sending along fine, and all of a sudden I'll go to send and I'll get nothing out of the key, and I'll have to pull the cable out a little bit and put it back in, not all the way back in.
Have you tried the PP Man solution? Just throw it out the window.
I have not tried that solution.
Maybe
I do not think that would help. Speaking of him, really, really weird. The band conditions was really, really bad. But last night he hunted me, and he was a 5'9" plus when he was off frequency. And I told him he was off frequency and gave him a 5'9" plus, and then he got on frequency, and I told him he was a 5'9" because he did lose it some when he came on frequency, but he was a 5'9" plus. I'm like, are you QRP for real right now?
That is hilarious. New people showing up in the chat. Hello, Josiah George. That's Bang Bang, the Duke of Alabama Martini, and Brent Bravo Delta Whiskey. Welcome, guys.
Duke of Alabama.
The Duke of Alabama.
I can always count on. I'll always count on him for that park to park when he's out there for sure.
Absolutely.
I will tell you that even though I have been never disappointed in my ATOS, I did get disappointed on it last night. Last night, between the band conditions and the ATOS, I only got about 40 some contacts, and I was really disappointed. And I did spend like not a million hours, but spent a long time screaming at Josh, Kilo 4 Lima India, trying to get the park to park because I needed him for the PZN challenge as well, and could not get through. And then I hear Sherry call from the house on my radio, on my antenna at the house, and she's just booming in. Oh, he said, "Oh, Child Block Sherry, you're 5'9" plus." I'm like, yeah, gone it. Then I get home. I get home, and he's gone to 80 meters, which I don't have set up here. Got it at my house, but not here at Sherry's. So,
well, it sounds like you need an 80-meter full wave dipole. Yes, sir.
Hard to hear me from the bed.
It was hard to hear him last night. Matter of fact, I didn't hear him at all on either band that he tried. And normally I hear a beep or something.
I didn't really expect 20 to work because it's West Virginia and it was late. Yeah. Did
you see what I asked you in the chat?
Maybe 9 contacts.
I asked you in the chat. I said, "What kind of antenna are you running? A Dorito?"
Larry got Josh on 80. Said he was loud. I like 80 meters when the lightning crashes aren't bad in the summer. If the lightning crashes are bad on that thing, you can forget it. It sucks. But I've done a lot of 80 meters in my day.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Especially in the winter. The winter, when 40 starts dying as soon as the sun does, I will roll some 80 meters a lot.
Wintertime is great for 80 meters, for sure. What kind of Duke is Bang Bang? Is he the royalty Duke or the John Wayne kind of Duke?
He is the royalty Duke. He is the Duke of Alabama.
That's right.
I have given him all lands in Alabama. He is in charge of them.
Speaking of Dukes of places, I guess our crowned Duke of the Dominican Republic, our protector of the South, David, Hotel India 8 Delta. While I was doing my CW activation on 20 meters, and the bands were horrible. This Yahoo, David, my buddy David, calls me on CW at like 7 words a minute. And I was like, okay, I got the H and the I. I said, who the heck is that? So I question mark him, and I copied Hotel India 8 Delta. And then I started laughing on CW, and I said, YQRS. And he laughed back, and I sent him a message when we were done. It's like, I didn't have a clue who you were because you normally hit me like 25, 30 words a minute, you know? And I was like, what in the... It was hilarious. I was almost too slow. I was like counting dits and stuff. Let's see, that was dit, H. Okay, got it.
Yeah, Josh says he would have done more, but his computer messed up. I was curious, Josh, because I read in one of the chats somewhere that you got the blue screen. Was you able to recover your log?
I hope so.
I hope so too, because if not,
yeah,
I feel sorry for your email.
You should have just went old school and got an old piece of paper and a pencil, man.
guess you could do that if you have patience. I do not. Well, we all know I don't have patience. Like, I'm not one. I actually called CQ the other night for 4 or 5 times straight, even before I went QRT.
Man,
That's a lot of patience for me.
yeah. He said he did get his logs. That's awesome.
Awesome. I was worried about that when I seen that message. I said, "Uh-oh, this could be bad." Because when the time my laptop went blue screen, I did not get my log back because it went blue screen, and I ended up having to take the computer to a repair person, and they had to redo the whole thing, and
Yeah.
my program wasn't even on there no more when they were done. So there was no chance. Although I did recover most of the contacts. That's the good thing. The good thing. Lesson to be learned: if you hunt a POTA activator, it just takes a second to go respot him, guys. And if he loses his log, he can go back to those respots and get a lot of stuff back.
Yeah.
So, if you want to guarantee you getting in the log, even when you lose it, that's the way to do it. You just respot them. It takes you a second, but respot them exactly how they're spotted. If they're in a twofer and they're spotted at Kilo 457 or US 4572, do not spot them at US 1823, even though they're there, because that causes havoc. Spot them how they're spotted.
That's how people, miss getting in the log from last February.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with that.
That drives me insane.
Run to the movies, Brent. What movie are you watching, buddy? Hold on. You can't leave until you tell us what movie. This is like the after hours chat. Wait, Brent, got a question. Hold on. We really need to know what movie. If you have closed your browser and do not respond, you're never going to hear the end of this.
I'm going to say he's done closed his browser because you're not getting an answer.
Oh my goodness. All right, everybody, we're going to have to chastise Brent. Oh, no, he's still here. Never mind. Oh, you're just a wallet. Okay. What are you paying for them to go see? Or are you just going to give them money and go, have fun? Buy that $47 bag of popcorn.
Behind the post
door. Terry.
Oh, Terry.
Boy, I say, boy, you need some help. Boy, I say, boy.
I think I need to rove with Terry one day this week just because to prepare myself for the Huntsville trip. I think I'm going to have to prepare myself for this. I might have to rove with him one day this week.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Brent, drive safe, buddy. Yeah, when Terry's activated him, I hit him from Mingo County, and he gets me every time. I'll just, key the transmitter up and go, wigga dabba da. He calls me right back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but hey, there he is. What's up, Chris?
Dinner with the fam.
You enjoy your dinner, and I appreciate the super chat. Oh. And while he's heading out to dinner, you guys just need antennas. Need to go over and check out him at Kilo Oscar 4 Fox Sierra Zulu Antennas.com and use the code HRAG for a discount.
That's right.
Because I will tell you that booming station that Sherry hunts from is running one of his antennas. So
I have one that I need to string up actually.
And I think I'm fixing to. I'm gonna get me an antenna switch because I'm also fixing to throw up an Eagle One here too. That way that 80-meter problem can be solved.
Nice.
I don't like to not having an 80-meter antenna.
That is good news. He is 4 orders away from having his biggest month yet. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen tonight.
4 orders away. Let's make it happen tonight.
AO4FSZ.com. Use the code HRAG. Get the hiker. I don't have the hiker yet. Matter of fact, if you just want to buy a hiker and send it to me, that's still one more order for him. You should do that.
Or you could buy 2, send one to Dan, and send one to me.
That's right.
I love seeing my friends' businesses do good. I really do. You know, that you guys don't understand the pains of working for yourself and getting out there. You think that a lot of people that run their own business, oh, they've got it made. They do what they want, and this, that, and the other.
No.
But I'm here to tell you, I work harder now than I've ever worked in my life. And even though you guys don't see this, my bed sees it because it misses me. My bed sends me I miss you cards in the mail.
Yeah. And simultaneously, when you work for yourself, you have both the best boss in the world and the worst boss in the world at the same time.
Hey, his must be pretty good because it's rare that I get to go to dinner with the family.
Right.
my boss is kind of on me too much. But it's either my boss or my kids. And I'll tell you, I got a lot of kids. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and show you.
Yeah, all those kids that ask you, hey, when's that late shift activation going to happen?
These are my kids' names.
That's
And
right.
let me tell you, that they are some very needy kids sometimes, guys. It's quite funny because I've actually had a mother of 9 kids tell me that she don't know how I do it with all these kids, and she's referring to
That's right.
the Patreons and because you know she's one of the Patreons. She knows.
And I will say, all of the kids that James has have graduated from wearing diapers, except one is back into diapers. I'm not going to say who.
Now wait, he graduated from wearing diapers. He just chose to go back into them. Okay.
That's right. Oh, we're in trouble, Richard. How?
Oh, I ain't seen Richard in a while.
Yeah, we'll see him in Huntsville for sure. He'll be there flaunting his peanut butter cheeseburger with grilled onions on it.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
Toby, good to see you. Yeah. He's going to bring that peanut butter cheeseburger with grilled onions, I guarantee it.
Oh, good to see Miss Toby. Miss Toby's been one of the kids for a long time. That's for sure.
Victor Alpha 3 HES. Good to see you, Mark. Welcome.
I tell you what, I love seeing these chats keep growing and growing and growing too. It's a good thing, guys. It lets me know I'm doing something right or wrong. Either that or people just like me and Dan making fools of ourselves on Sundays.
Pretty much, yeah. Speaking of the Victor Alphas and the Victor Echoes, I got the whole Three Amigos crew yesterday. They were all out activating, not together, all separately, but I did work every one of them.
Really? Brian was out?
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting because he does a lot of umpire work during the summertime. So
let's see where he was.
I know what it is. He's getting a little bit of practice in because he happens to know that the king is coming to town real soon.
That's right. He was at Sunnydale Recreation Park. That's Charlie Alpha 1658. And I want to say he was there with Taylor. So,
Charlie Alpha.
Yeah. Yep. He was there with Taylor. So got them both in the log, and that was cool.
Man, you gotta get your brother back to Georgia.
Yeah. Come on back down here. We'll do an activation.
No, I'm talking about your brother that's been in West Virginia for too long.
Oh, that one. Oh, man. That sucks. Jeff
Barry
McFarland, Kilo Delta 9 Zulu, Sierra Lima. How you doing, buddy? Hello. Around here, we always emphasize our Zulu.
Yeah, we got to, you know, it's crazy because that was just part of, you know, to break a pile up, you need to enunciate something in your call. That's how you break a pileup. It's a very simple trick and it works. And that's how that all got started. But the people that will hunt me now and come back with the Zulu, it's really great. And I even have a couple of them that comes back with the Alpha.
That's right. I always just hit you with something weird like peanut butter parfait or Oreo salad or
You do something to
yeah.
break yourself up from a pileup, and that's like you get these people. That's why people go QRP. That's why they go park to park, and you get all of the ham radio police. QRP's on a call sign. Park to park's on a call sign. No, but they're going to give their call sign to get in the log. They
Right.
are still identified. So
You
calm down.
you don't have to call somebody with your call sign. It's perfectly legal for me to key up the radio and go, "Hey James, you on there?" And then we can talk for 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Then I have to ID. The battery killer. That's right. You did kill his battery, didn't you?
Good luck doing that these days.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Good luck doing that these days. My back gets killed every now and then from packing batteries. Matter of fact, I did just get me because I've been trying to find a solution. Because we all know I get jealous because Dan can charge his laptop from the battery pack because his will charge USB-C charger. Mine will not charge USB-C. I do not know why. It's a nice laptop, but it don't do it. And I can't find any kind of charger to work portable. So I did get me one on Amazon Prime the other day for an absolute steal. I got me a laptop power bank,
Nice.
and I'm looking forward to that coming in to see how well it works.
I picked up a meter for my battery box. I'm trying a different kind of meter. You know, the meter I put on the front of them that shows all the statistics and the usage and all that stuff. This one is it's not quite the same size, but it's a bidirectional meter. So as you draw out of the battery, it'll say like negative 2.4 amps if you're pulling 2.4 amps out of the battery. And you set the overall capacity, and it has a nice little circle, little thing that counts down your amp hours remaining. But the cool thing about it is when you charge the battery, since it's a bidirectional meter, it knows which way the current's flowing. So it'll actually show that it's being charged, and your little meter will go back up.
There we go. Two for
Yeah.
Josiah setting up a twofer in Wyoming. So you guys get ready. Get you a good twofer in Wyoming.
Toby wants to know if you can use a USB charger while using the battery to activate. I can. I can charge my laptop with USB-C and the battery on the radio. But James' problem was he can't charge his laptop with USB-C.
My laptop won't do it for some reason. Like, I don't know. It's just being weird.
Link to that meter. I'll give it to you in just a minute. Let me shoot it over to James, and then he'll give you. Let me find it in my orders here.
Good to see Dennis, Alpha Delta 9 Whiskey Mike. I actually got to hang out with him a little bit on my West Road. As soon as he sends me that link, I'll get it right back into chat for you, Dennis.
I'll put it here in the private chat here, James. And Dennis, if you need help with the configuration options on that, Mike, K8MRD, put out a video on it. It walks you through the menu settings and what they all do, because the instruction manual is Chinese at best. The install's very simple, very straightforward. I mean, it's a no-brainer to hook it up, but the configuration of it, you might have to look at his video there. Yeah, I like it. It's a good little meter.
And there's the link. Easy peasy. Anyway, did everybody have a good Support Your Parks weekend, hopefully?
I did. It was hot and stormy. We're kind of dodging the weather. The band sucked, like I said earlier, but We got both the hunter and the activator part done, and it was fun. That's the main thing. Got out, got to the park, even though it wasn't really good band conditions and thunderstorming and raining. But
I know, but I'm just so itching for the bands to be good. Like I'm ready for like some like some big activation stuff.
once it cools off, I'm ready for my big my big kilo. I'm gonna try.
Hey, 73, buddy. Yeah, I'm ready for some big activations. It's been a while. The bands haven't been the way I want them in a while, and it's like it gets discouraging. I know West Virginia's been through a heat streak like crazy, and I don't like to rove and do like 60,000 QSO as an activator.
60,000. Wow,
Congratulations, George.
that's amazing. I might have a hair over 20,000. I don't know. That's awesome, dude. Let me look at my profile here. Yeah, I got 20. I got a little over 20,000. That is awesome.
But
Let's see. Bands weren't too good. 40 wasn't too bad this morning. Lover says.
Must have been early this morning because when I went out, they were trash. But yeah, I'm just itching for some big activations and some big rows again. It gets discouraging to go out and do, to try to waste gas and do 6-8 parks and have to stay at each park forever to get enough people to get you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's coming, I'm sure. It's called winter. When nobody wants to go out, bands will open wide open again. But that's okay because we know I'll go out.
Yeah, I mean that's how it always is, right? Yeah.
I don't remember it being this bad last summer at all. Not like this. Matter of fact, I did some big rows last summer and had some really big activations.
You could do more than 42, maybe.
From what I hear, there's a 50 coming up in October.
There you go.
From what I hear. So George just hit a big milestone. Anybody else hit big milestones this week?
Not this week, but and I didn't even know it until somebody emailed me congratulating me. I even forget who it was, and I apologize. That was horrible on me. It was a while back. Somebody emailed me congratulating that I passed a 20,000 QSOs as an activator. I didn't even know I was close to it.
It's funny because that's what's so great about hunters. Hunters will keep you on top of that. Like, literally, I've been out activating, not even know I'm near something, and they're like, "Congratulations on," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." I'm like looking up my profile. Did I really just hit that?
Yeah. Fire up the grill, bang bang. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by.
That's right.
It was my stats are probably like exactly opposite of yours because I got I'm creeping up on 43,000 as a hunter. So
yeah, my stats as a hunter. You know what? We'll look. My stats as a hunter is nowhere near impressive, but they're more than people think because of my park to park.
Most of them. Good God. Dude, you're creeping up on 265,000 as an activator.
Yeah, that was one that surprised me as I was out in the park one day and somebody said, "Congratulations on $250,000." I said, "A $250,000 what? What are you talking about?"
Now think of this now. Think of how many times that thumb has pressed that PTT button.
Well, I'm kind of thinking that's kind of what's giving my hand. I know I did some damage, but I'm kind of thinking that it may have given me carpal tunnel.
Possibly.
I'm having some serious issues with my hands lately, including I've got a trigger finger for that middle finger,
I
which is a
wonder.
which is a sign of carpal tunnel.
I wonder if. I wonder if POTA can give you like disability benefits or workers' comp.
I'm gonna send a message to the help desk like, "Hey, I'd like to apply for workers' comp."
Yeah, I got carpal tunnel. I need somebody to cover these medical bills.
Mhm.
If you don't help me out, I'm gonna call OSHA.
I called John from Yazoo. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need to go out on workers' comp." "But you don't work for us." "Yeah, but I've been working this Yazoo Mike to death."
Got a kilo with Dom. Awesome, Toby.
Awesome stuff right there.
He was out early the other day. I mean,
He's
like
always out early.
no, I mean early. Yeah. It was raining and he was using the ATAS. I mean, it was early. PP Man's in the house. We were just talking about you, buddy.
Yeah. And guess what? You'll have to go back and watch the stream to figure out what it was.
That's right. I'll give you a hint. We were talking about Morse code at the time.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part, but I remember what I was. So we evidently we were talking about you twice.
Yeah. Yeah, because you remember you were I can't say because it'll give it away to him. But I said, have you tried PP Man's idea to fix it?
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been mentioned twice, PP Man, and that's what you get for coming in late. Now you got to rewatch the whole stream because you
Yeah.
can't just find one. You got to find two. Uh-oh.
That is funny. Hopefully everybody had a good support your parks weekend.
He's actually back in Michigan. It's funny because a lot of people don't know this, but Michigan was part of my Western Rove, and when I was going west, I had to message people and said, "Listen, I don't like you being in the same state as me. I'm going to need you to leave your home state until I get gone." So he left and went. He went all the way to Virginia to stay away from me, and
Oh, he said he was working on the RV all day. His charger was broke. That's no bueno. Well, hopefully you got the voltage going and the current flowing.
it's okay. You can rewatch it, buddy. He'll ask me what part of the stream was it, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right. Somewhere between the 0 mark and the 60-minute
It's
mark.
somewhere between and when I said, "What's up, ham radio?" All right, 73.
That's right. Let's hear it in the chat. What y'all do for support your parks? Did you stay home and hunt, or did you go out to a park and your favorite park, a new park? My original plan, while people are typing in the chat, I hope, was I was going to go west and hit those parks around Lake Seminole. There's a group of them over there that I have not activated yet. And I just decided I didn't want to drive that far. And lo and behold, Alpha Echo 4 X-Ray Oscar was over at Lake Seminole Park. So if we would have went over there, we could have surprised them and said, "Hey, park to park." Mike, KEG5 SRG, got on the radio from time to time. Could hardly hear anybody. I feel your pain. The bands were bleh. Victor Alpha 3HES tried to get out, but work got in the way. Did a little bit of hunting. Larry got a twofer Friday, both shifts. Hunted the rest of the weekend. Yeah, bands were man. They're I don't know about Friday late shift, but Saturday day they were horrible. They were absolutely horrible.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I'm going to make a decree, and we'll see if the bands are listening. Make a decree that the bands have to be good this week because I want some good activation. And I'm going to make another decree that Terry is not allowed for it to rain in West Virginia during the hours of 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Terry, it can only it can only rain overnight.
Yeah, he actually did some good activation. I want to say he hit, correct me if I'm wrong, Terry, Forks to the Coal, maybe? I think that's where you went. November Lover hit up the old trusty 7882. That's a new to you park. You don't go there very often.
You know, I will let this out of the bag because I bet he's not even in here watching it right now. But Eddie can tell him that he was mentioned on the stream and he'll have to watch it. So I'm going to let this out of the bag. Do you know that Whiskey One Radio Charlie Papa was the #1 park to park hunter during my West trip?
Very nice.
And that's pretty impressive considering when I was in Michigan, I had people hitting me at every park on 2 meters.
He jumped back in the stream just to tell me what movie he was watching. Brent, that is awesome.
Hey, 73, Brent. Twister it is.
Yeah, Eddie. Robbie did a long weekend, I think, at some parks.
Yeah, I think he was camping or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the #1 park to park hunter.
How cool would it be if somebody got you at every park on your rove, but every contact that got you was a park to park?
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
That, however, did not happen.
Whiskey One Radio Charlie Papa only needs 8 more to hit 1,000 subs. Well, we're just gonna have to help him out.
There we go.
I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. Everybody go subscribe to that guy right there.
There we go. Mike is saying exactly what Terry's thinking too. 2 recent activations at Lost River were 20 meters only. You pull some things and get someone to try 40 meters.
Right.
You know that, but there's 2 of you now wanting Lost River on 40 meters. So yeah, I think I could pull something and have that done. Because Terry, because if I don't go do Lost Rivers and get it for Terry, he's gonna find another chat to get in and talk trash about me and say I'm too busy to help him out. So I think we can probably make that happen sometime fairly soon.
I don't know if I need Lost River or not. What's the park number? Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I've only done it once.
It is. Is it State Forest or State Park?
State Park.
1816. Let's see if I have 1816 here. I might be able to give you another. I don't have it. There you go. That's 3. You did not give me Lost River. It's not in my log. Wait. Hunter log, not activator log. I'm smart. 1816. Oh, I got it 3 times. I got it park to park with Terry.
I've got it park to park with Terry.
Yeah, I got it park to park with Terry. I got it from Kilo Lima 4 Tango, Quebec. And back in 2022, from Kilo Yankee 4 Delta Whiskey Sierra. The more you know.
Oh, well, Terry, it looks like Terry and Michael both need it, so I guess I'm gonna. And the good news is because when I go up there, I do plan on doing QRP, but I plan on doing it from the very top, so I don't think you'll have a problem getting me QRP.
The cool thing about having a ham in the family, or a ham you're related to, or a ham friend that you can bring with you all the time to parks, is if you go to a new to you park to activate, you can also hunt that park. So you get both hunted and activated because you can work the other ham park to park, you know. He says, Terry says no, he's going with you.
He says, lowercase n, hope I'm going with you.
Lowercase I.
Oh. You know what, Terry? If you're going if you're going with me, that probably means you're driving, and I don't mind to go half as bad.
There you
go. He's like, what did I just talk myself into? It's seriously, it's like a 5-hour trip for me, maybe 6.
Terry, just when you pick them up to go to Huntsville, just swing by Lost River first.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
You gotta go that way to go the other way.
That's definitely not happening. Terry's like, no problem. I just need it. so, so here's the question, Terry. Are you going to hike to the top with me to get me park to park on 2 meters, or or, or are you going to sit in the park and wait on me for the hike?
Can't get you at 1816.
Wow, that is a 2021 contact, Kent.
Yep. That's what he just said. 2021.
Because I know this because that was the last park I did to complete West Virginia.
You can probably sit up there with a good antenna and probably rack in 300 or 400 contacts.
Well, the problem is my every intention was to activate, not even QRP. I was at that time I was more ballsy. I was packing up the big station to the top, but I got behind a wreck on a road, and it took like 2 hours for me. And so by the time I got there, and I'm looking at the time it's taking to get to the top, I would have got to the top about close to dark, packing all the gear. And I had to came down in the dark, a trail I don't know. And I was like, you know what? I'm going up. I'm taking some video and taking some pictures, and then I'm coming back down and doing it down here in the park, main part of the park. Well, the problem was up top I had great phone signal. Down in the park, I had 0 phone signal. It is a contest weekend, and I am like freaking out because I can't even find a spot. I finally got to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to hunt contest stations and activate this park. This is my last park in West Virginia. It took me, it took me about 7 hours with the wreck to get here, and then I've still got to drive home.
Right.
I'm activating this park, and I'm scrolling through, getting ready to start hunting, and I hear a parks on the air station getting ready to go QRT. I'm like, park to park, park to park. And I get this station. I'm not even gonna mention the station. And I'm like, hey, you mind if I take your frequency? I don't care what you do, just take my other activator. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll get your other activator. I was like, but can you guys spot me? I don't care what you do, just take my other activator. But they did spot me. At least they did that.
Right.
And I actually got to do the activation regular. But I was thinking I was going to have to just hunt because it was one of those big contests where just the bands were just absolutely full.
You know what's funny?
I still had somebody one over me and one below me, but
we were talking Wednesday on the Hump Day stream about maybe we feel that the popularity of support your parks, or maybe the push to get people out there, has kind of went down. What I saw this weekend, even though the bands were horrible, it was packed.
It was packed.
There were a lot of stations out there, and it's I don't know how many contacts they made just because of the band conditions, but there was a lot of activity out, and it was good to see. Even though sometimes it made my browser very unhappy with all the spots, it was good to see.
You know what? Kent's actually inspired me. There's probably not a lot of people left because we're about to shut this down. But we got 10 minutes. Everybody put in the chat what your earliest contact with me is. I want to see who has the earliest contact with me, because that contact Kent made with me was probably pre-King days.
Oh my God, you just crashed my N3FJP. No. I know I'm not the earliest, obvious, so I'll just say mine out loud here. Mine is September of 2022.
But yours is September 22. Larry's is December of 22.
We already know that Kent is in 2021, so far he's the winner. Terry is like, I don't keep logs. I wonder how many people right now are going back to their filing cabinet and pulling their paper logs out, licking their finger. I'll find the earliest contact. You give me a minute.
I'm just curious who it is.
Dennis is April of 23. On what day in April, Dennis? This will be interesting.
Probably April Fool's Day.
I hope it's April 7th. Can anybody beat? Let's see. Mark is April 25, 22 at US 1810. That's a rare park. I'm glad you got that one, buddy. Oh, I didn't see what park I got you at for the first time. That'll be a good one too. I got to scroll all the way. I got to scroll back down through 2,500 plus. April 7th.
Look at there, Kent. 4/7/21.
Kent, that's my birthday.
I want to see if somebody can beat 4/7/21.
I don't care anymore. April 7th is my birthday. That is awesome.
Because I'm going to tell you that's going to be a hard QSO to beat because that is about a week after I started activating POTA.
Oh, guess where I first got you at? Horse Creek, 7038.
I don't think that'll be beat.
November Lima Lima says May 23rd of 2021.
That's a good date, Eddie.
At 1810, again, the elusive 1810 shows up.
I would almost guarantee you that Kent's 4/7/21 was 1810. It may not have been, but
let's see. I didn't get you at 1810 for a long time.
4/29. Craig was close.
No.
4/29, 2021.
My first contact with you at 1810 was on October 30th of 22. My first contact with you, period, was September 27th, 22. I didn't get you to 1810 for over a month.
So you would think that Terry would pull out a big number like this, but here's the thing. I don't think Terry can even touch these boys because Terry was not hunting me in the early days because that's why when Terry started hunting me all the time and hanging out in Discord and stuff, he's like, I still need a Josh 110-23. Terry says, I still need like 80 in Cowboy Lingo. I'm like, buddy, I've eagled that already.
Yeah.
Of course, I got it for him, but
I think I still need 1810.
That's probably all the dates we're gonna get. But really quick before we go, as we're wrapping up here, is there somebody in this chat that does not have 1810 as an eagle hunted? Dan, what you got coming up?
Not much. I think I'm going to post on the POTA Facebook group and complain that nobody ever activates US 1810, and I really need that park. And just to see who who says anything about it. But I would say a lot of people don't have an eagle yet at 1810 in the chat. Most of us probably do, but I'm sure there's a couple that don't. So be very easy to get. As James always says, you keep hunting them, he'll keep stacking them up.
That is true. That is true. So you got anything coming up?
Oh, no. Just work this next week, and hopefully the bands will cooperate, do a little bit more hunting, and find some new to me parks to hunt. So gotta get my numbers up there.
Chris's was 7068 on
January 25th, 22.
Toby says me. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm not going to believe that, Toby. Toby, when was your first contact with me? I know it doesn't beat Craig or Kent because I know yours was a little later that year.
Non-typical ham radio. How you doing? See, there's the stats. See, this is the stats that I'm interested in right here. BZN hunted me the first time on 6/14/21, not a park to park. A true from the porch hunt.
Well. I'm not going to say that was impressive, because in 2021 I was still getting my footing as an activator, and I still was considered a hunter.
Well, I tell you what, buddy, if you keep up the stuff that you're doing now, you're going to make a good activator one of these days.
I hope I am.
You know?
I hope I am.
Yeah.
Mike says he needs 90 more for a triple eagle.
There you go.
Toby was Christmas of 2021. I know it was later that year.
And then 2021, he was still running FT8.
I probably was. I probably did run FT8 in 2021.
He's probably got an eagle at 1810 on FT8. I'm going to have to pull his stats.
All right. Anyway, for myself, I'm going to probably head out here and do an activation. Maybe early and late, if not just late. But I'll be heading out to do one here shortly. And then the usual schedule: TikTok shorts, videos, and streams all week, and activating every day. Thanks everybody for the super chats and the memory lane. Congratulations to Kent and Craig. You guys have definitely been hunting me from the beginning. That's pretty awesome. So it's great to still be getting hunted by people. You know, I can remember back then I felt like if I didn't get November 5 Hotel Alpha and Kilo 2 Hotel America in the same activation, it wasn't an activation.
5-9, pop out.
And I also had to get November 2 Bravo Tango Delta and November 3 X-Ray Lima Sierra every activation too.
That's right.
That was the 4 big time hunters back then when I started. Things have changed, although Joe's still around.
He is.
You know,
He's still
and the Hotel Alphas are still around too, but they're not like they were back in 2021. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, and we'll catch y'all on the air. 73.
See you guys. 7-3.